don't know how to describe it, but it's all in here. I took notes before somebody removed. That's it, the curriculum in a nutshell. One binder. Color is the purple. Oh my goodness. Purple is the color of royalty because it was one of the more expensive dyes. Purple has biblical significance as well as a personal significance as one's favorite color. Asking, well, why is it your favorite color? It just is. The same question asked of a neurologist, well, why do you think that way? I just do. Pertaining to the use of medication, when I entered a DBT, CBT program, specifying I will do this cognitively and behaviorally. And thank goodness I stuck to my guns because identifying a pill mill was pretty darn easy at that point. Then it's the response of these healthcare systems that truly showed me what was going on in the educational system. As I go through the binder, it's obvious to me what I was doing now, being able to concentrate and read before I can do any internet research, which I started today. First, these notes, which were written from the adrenaline, since it's true. You don't use it, you lose it. Everything I learned, I just put down on paper, and here it is, the entire curriculum on 2 Post-it notes. Everything else has been whatever has come up because of the behaviors of characteristics that we will talk about later. Tracking these behaviors that I've been documenting for quite some time now. As we pull one out, we put something in. Out, in, out, in. This is the same with calories, out, in, the same with budgeting, out, in, this sort of back and forth relationship. I don't know if it's exactly the same, but the application I'm using is the law of conservation of mass. We're in 18th century Paris with Antoine Lavoisier, the father of chemistry. There's an origin. If none of this had happened to me, I would have been living the same life as I did before with these stories that I created. And now I would like to just share them because they ended trauma. I'm not going to talk about the darkness. You'll have to find it on your own. I posted it yesterday in another alternate space. And for those that didn't know, that's okay. You weren't ever supposed to know. That's the point. But now that I do want to change policies, I'm going to be asked, well, how did you decide to do this? What caused all this? Because I've been asked that a lot and I didn't know how to start. What's the origin? And that's why choose the worst hurts first. Because if you get through the worst hurts first, anything after that is not going to feel like the worst. And I created so many sensory memories to remind me I can do this. Let's start with travel. When I went back to England for the lambing, no longer dreaming of tartan sheep in Scotland, but I came back with literally, oh my goodness, 1 credit card, my passport, $2, an article that I had saved that I wanted to read, like a little reward for the journeys I took, because I made it as hard as I possibly could to get there and back. I took transfer flights into Ireland. I went to Queens and spent the night there on my way out of America when I could have done a direct flight. There were so many options for me to make it easier, and that wasn't the point. I realized the repetition of the same thing over and over, unpacking, packing, entering, exiting, was the thing that was gonna, reinvigorate the brain and also remind me, wait a minute, I've done this before. I've traveled quite a few times by myself, and that's why we start in Sayulita, Mexico. First time I was kind of on my own. It was great. I didn't know at the time because I was just getting it out. But on the reflection, looking back, I realized there was a purpose for this. It was a way to prove to myself that, what'd I say? I wanted to make sure that I remembered. The purpose was that I remembered without a doubt, hey, you survived this so you can get through anything. I just went with my gut, not knowing exactly what I was doing, but looking back, the reflection, or step 2, remember step 1 is everything that was created, that's the content. Step 2 is to look back. And finally, step 3 is to transform. And if you know the song, it's an atmosphere song. It's an album cover. It's an album cover. That's what I'm going to do, because that's the song that popped up. Here, I'll play it for you. And someone didn't even know about this band, and yet they lived in Minneapolis. So music can absolutely help you. So I said, here, you need to listen to this band. Seriously. It's the Music Box. All right, goodbye, everyone.